Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's soccer game. Glad you guys are tuning into tonight's because we got an interesting night tonight. Soccer with the weather forecast. Glad you guys are tuning in here. Bearcat Sports Network brought to you Pinnacle Bank. My name is Robert Goff. To the left of me, Mitchell Brandt. To the left of him, running our camera, Dawson Callahan. Glad you guys are tuning in tonight. Tonight's A6 soccer matchup between the visiting Monarchs from Papio, LaVista, and your Kearney High School Bearcats. We're going to introductions going on right now. Mitchell, why don't you go through the Papio LaVista starting lineup?
Certainly. Starting number 2, Keegan Heilich. Number 3, Jacob Campbell. Number 6, Caleb Walker. Number 8, Braden Tubbs. Number 10, Rafael Nolasco Lopez. Number 11, Aiden Dixon. Number 14, Darian Bargain. Number 15, Cade Stover. Number 18, Grady Thober. Number 20, Michael Whitney. And in goal, junior number 0, Ethan Watkins.
I think it's actually going to be goal number 26. They might change numbers. Okay, well.
They do not have a 26 on the roster.
They don't have a 26 on our roster, so they might have changed numbers there. So we're going to see here. We'll see other rosters in. We'll have the Bearcat starters come up in a second here. So we'll find out if our number 0 is correct. He's wearing number 26. My guess is number 0. Who is it?
Ethan Watkins.
We're going to go with Ethan Watkins because the coach, the public address announcer went down there and got starter, so we're going to go with Ethan.
Yeah, and I got it from him, so it's just about as close as we can get.
There goes starting line for Bearcats and leading off number 2, leading scorer, one of the leading scorers in the state, Rylan Garrett. He's the guy to watch for the Bearcats tonight.
He's with 15 goals so far this season.
Yep. And then next to him was James Dakin, number 4, James center back. Number 5, left back, Eli Roundoff. Number 6, right wing, that's Nolan Brinegar. Number 7, that's left wing, sophomore Colt Straka. Number 8, defensive mid, Ashton Calcaterra. Number 9, Alex Kachab. Exchange student Alex, very much changed. He's offensive mid for the Bearcats. Number 11, D mid, Zach Hanowski. 21 just raised his hand right there. That's Fisher Bonk. Fisher plays right back. And center back, number 22, Braden Trefford. Sophomore, number 0, Nathan Hibbard will be between the pipes tonight for the Bearcats. And we're getting straight up.
An important thing to look at when looking at who can we expect to score today would be Rylan Garrett with 15 goals for Kearney, whereas Walker has 5 on the season for Papillion LaVista and leads the team in scoring. Watkins lets up at about 2.5 goals a game. We'll take a quick break right here. Be back in just a moment. An important thing to look at here for Kearney is Kearney is 7-1 at home this season. So, with most of their home games appearing to be home.
Yep. Yeah, your Bearcats do have a good home record this year, 7-1. They came in on the season right now. They are 10-4 in the season. So 3-3 away from home, 7-1 here, and Papio LaVista comes in 3-10. Now let's not let that record. Look, people, they're thinking 3-10 right now because if you're 3-10 and you're a 3 seed in district, that means there's we talk about this. There's probably 10 or 12 teams behind you in district play. So that tells you something. And to watch this and to watch what's going on is going on right now in the state. If you're not following right now, huge upset alert is going on right now. Creighton Prep, Grand Island, the Islanders. Good team. We've always talked about that. They've been struggling this year. probably, about 4 wins on the season?
Yeah, but they have an amazing player.
They got to make a player right now. If you're not watching Nebraska Soccer Talk right now, you have to watch the tweets going on because Grand Island is leading in the second half. They're beating Creighton Prep 2-0. And I believe Prep is the 2 seed.
This sounds about right.
I think Prep is the number 2 overall seed. And that's a 4 versus 1 right there. Matchup right there. So, anything can happen. This is district play. Win, advance, lose, you're heading home.
Kearney in a good enough situation. They'll start against the wind today. The wind blowing left to right on your screen. Papio and LaVista will head left to right as well. They'll be with the wind. Kearney going again in those blue uniforms, heading towards.
And that's kind of hard to tell. Like there was I think it was a weak pass forward. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but it was definitely a misplayed ball. And the goalie cleared it out, and it deflected off player. I actually thought it deflected in the goal, and I was off. It went inside there because we apologize here for the the window here. We're inside a booth, and just the water's coming down on top of in the windows. But at least we're able to stream.
Yeah,
at least we're able to stream there. So big mistake right at the start for Papio LaVista. Bearcats could not capitalize. Well, wouldn't capitalize. It was a deflection off. Bad back pass. And went for a corner kick. So, like I said right now, weather will play a factor. Usually, what we've been seeing is the wind coming from the south, moving right to left on your screen. But this time it's coming from the north, this wonderful front what came in today, moving left to right. So the Monarchs will have wind advantage this first half. Yeah, but it is a very cold, chilly. Actually, if you can't tell anyone, it is snowing. So it's a tough day to play soccer.
Yeah, it's currently 33 degrees. It feels like 23, and it's not supposed to stop snowing for the next hour.
These boys are going to be cold. And again, we're watch some scores right here. Going right now, Ryland Garrett with a turn and shot deflection off. That is deflected off there by Watkins. So, again, Nebraska Soccer Talk, the game's going on. Big upset going on right now. Upset alert. Grand Island is leading Creighton Prep 2-0. That'll pretty much shake all districts up because that will, if Creighton Prep is the 2 overall seed, that pretty much will end the wild card bid.
Yeah.
So at that point, it will be just you win or you're gone.
Yeah. Because it'll be
very hard. Because I think the number 1 seed is Gretna, or I don't know who's the number 1 seed. If it's Gretna or Prep, we'll look it up here in a second. But if they're not, then if Prep's the number 2 seed overall, they pretty much will get the wild card unless Gretna falls.
It is Gretna at the number 1 overall seed, 15-2 on the year.
So number 1, it's a number 2 overall seed. Creighton Prep in danger right now. It's still early second half. Free ball for the Monarchs. James Dakin got ahead, trying to clear it out. Riley Garrett switched up here. Fisher Bonk on a break.
Kearney, again in their last home game, had I don't
think it would matter. Bearcats tried a through ball. I think he probably would have been offsides. The flag stayed down because the Bearcats did not make an active move on the ball. They run towards it, but the AR let it play. You kind of get closer to the ball there for the flag, but I do believe that was going to be an offsides call for the Bearcats in the through ball.
Yeah, Kearney had a successful time against the Wind at the very end of their last home game, finishing things off, putting on 2 late in overtime. So Kearney hopefully trying to work off some of that momentum from a win against a quality team, trying to bring that into today's game.
Yeah. Papio looks like they're opening up in a 4-4-2. Looks like they're having 3, and it looks like that's number 3, Jacob Campbell, and I can't see on the far side is up top. Is it 14? Yep, number 14, Darian Berrigan. 2.4 forwards there. Bearcats open in their traditional. This year, they've usually been run the last few years. a 4-2-3-1. 4 in the back line, 2 defensive mids, three mids, an offensive mid, 2 wings, and a target forward is what they call it here in Kearney. So, don't know if a team will expect to change. You see some change ups as the game will move on. Alex Kachab, German exchange student. Offense will again run through him.
Stracco plays that one through for
Garrett's
Garrett.
going to get it. And going to get it. Oh, Kachab. Nice job by the Monarch back line. Kachab got a foot on it, but just not strong enough in the back line. I think a center back, I believe it was number 6. There's number 6, Caleb Walker, senior, standing right there in front of him. No, excuse me, correction. That's number 8, Brandon Tubbs, freshman defender. Tubbs stood right in front of there and kind of deflected Kachab's shot off there. I was kind of shocked Greiland didn't drive the ball in a little bit farther. He had some green space in front of him. Flick off. That's probably going to go out for a goal kick. Braden Treffer will home back. Goal kick. And going to do a shout-out for the boys in red out there, the referee crew. That's a tough assignment. So they'll do the best they can. Everybody just trying to stay warm.
Monarchs going to work things back into their own territory as Kearney fights to get possession again. They've been successful having some offensive pushes throughout. Again, even though being against the wind, the Monarchs haven't been able to get anything overpowering on the Bearcats, only having the ball into the box just once or twice. Monarchs are going to take back possession here, trying to get something into the box. Treffer's going to step up on that one and take that one away.
Go outside Eli Randolph. Kind of a little miss hit there. I think he's trying to find Brenninger upside. Both teams just kind of feeling each other out. Be a Bearcat throw in. And we'll keep you updated again on the scores throughout the day. The only girl, we're looking for the Kearney High girls game. They kicked off at 5. So that game should be into the second half right now. Actually, well into the second half. And we're looking at Nebraska Soccer Talk right now, and we've got no score there.
Yeah, soccer, one of the only sports playing today.
Right.
Originally, Fort Kearney High was varsity baseball for their final game of the season, would have hoped if a win there could have potentially gotten them a home district, but that game canceled and won't get them. So they'll likely be on the road here coming in next week. Let's see, track and field. They had a 9th freshman JV meet.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to head to Hastings today.
I think it sounds about right.
Yeah, that didn't happen. It was really kind of miserable out here. About noon, we looked outside and it was raining, and all of a sudden we looked outside the windows and went, that's white stuff coming down. And it's May. It's snowing.
Yeah, it's in 5th block today, and it was very large snowflakes.
Yeah. See, right now, it's miserable out there. Let's not parade ourselves. It's very bad for the boys. But about 3 hours ago, it was a whole lot worse. 3 hours ago, rain was coming down hard. Nice drive across the middle. Oh, ball right across the middle. Nice cleared out that by Fisher Bonk. Right between 2 Monarchs. Drive in there, number 6. Nice drive by Caleb Walker. Let's get the first corner kick for the Monarchs.
And Kearney had a dangerous situation there.
A nice cross when they were right in front of 2 Monarchs there. And got to Fisher Bonk coming in from that right back position, cleared it out. First set piece opportunity for the Monarchs, and floated a little too high right to Hibbard.
Hibbard able to bounce that down to himself.
Nice step up there. Rylan Garrett not able to clear it out. Monarchs will keep possession. Bearcats just cannot find their footing right now. It's going to be a different take here. People are going to miss shots. They're going to miss balls just because the ball is going to slip off the foot.
And you can't quite get as much control on those little tiny touches that might have worked to get past somebody before.
Yeah. You're going to see these guys, he's going to wind up and gear for it, and it's just going to slide off the foot wrong. So nice cross there to Garrett in the middle there. Off foot, no one there on the right side.
You can see the help of the wind there and the difference of being able to clear things.
Yep.
Dakin will start with it here.
Connor Hibbert kind of clear ball out of the number 3, the forward striker, Jacob Campbell. To forward, he put a lot of pressure on Hibbert. Hibbert grabbed it, kind of tapped the ball back in the box and picked up, which a goalie has a right to do. Campbell didn't quite, or Nathan. Connor? Yeah. No, sorry, Connor graduated last year. Nathan.
Connor is here today, though. I did see
Connor's
him.
here. He's outside. He's braving the weather. That's a good brother.
I think if my brother was playing, it probably wouldn't be outside.
Oh, no, you'd be watching the stream.
Yeah.
Again, glad you guys are tuning in tonight. Bearcat Sports Network brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. Bearcat Sports Network, proud member of the Strive family of schools, over 150 strong. Strive TV brings you all the streaming and the stories here at Nebraska schools, as well as Iowa, South Dakota. Big shot coming in. That's actually a dangerous shot, and it's in for the goal. What a shot. He just flicked that up. Can you explain that one? He just flicked it up towards the goal, and when I was watching that ball come backwards, like, that's actually going to be dangerous, and it literally just dropped right over top of Nathan's head. Nathan jumped up. It was just the wind caught it. It was just one of those weird type of plays, but number 20 with the goal, Michael Whitney, that wasn't a shot. He just literally just put that up. And it just went in. He just one of those, go do that again.
Yeah, and I think Haber's going to be completely watching for it.
Well, I mean, that was just a ball they threw in the box. But, with the wind, the weather situation like that, things happen. And as soon as he hit that, I was like, something's not right. I mean, it's, when I saw that walk there, that could be that's going to drop real close. And it did. Nathan just misjudged it with the wind and misjudged it and just kind of flipped right over the back. So Monarchs take a quick 1-0 lead.
And Kearney certainly has their offensive opportunities that we've seen. So this won't count them out just because, again, with that wind, you kind of saw that benefit. That they can try to just flick something up and the wind will catch it and kind of toss it in the back of the net like it did there.
Okay. Coming off the field, we're not quite sure what happened. He came to holding hands was number 3, Jacob Campbell. And he was holding his hand, and they're going into the training room. And so number 3, Jacob Campbell, it looked like his hand was something.
Yeah, he was kind of grabbing it. They didn't get a sub right away for him, so they had to stop play later.
Corner kick coming in, drive low. Monarchs able to clear out. And again, thank you guys for tuning in to us. 11 minutes in the game. Papio LaVista leads 1-0 on a crazy shot. Pass, ball, you know what? Doesn't matter. Win in the goal. I guarantee he wasn't planning on that as a shot. It was a ball just kind of throw in, but it went in.
Yeah, Hibbert kind of just got to test the vertical. Wasn't quite
right.
Didn't quite have enough of it.
Yeah, I think he just kind of mistimed the jump. But again, that wind does weird things, and I think the wind just kind of he thought ball's coming down and kind of pushed and just went over top back of him. Bearcats find themselves in a deep hole. In a hole right here at the start of the game.
Yeah, Kearney's working their way down the field here, getting a couple of throw-ins in a row. Dakin, again, strong-armed, will get this one likely into the box. So Kearney going to set up almost a little like a corner as they try to get that one in. Lofted high up into the box, but easily picked up by Ethan Watkins.
Again, we're kind of watching some scores here. A lot of girls' games are coming in. The scores, Lincoln Southeast is a 10-0 victory over Omaha Bryan. Of course, game was called on the mercy rule. And 35 minutes ago, Lincoln High.
Monarch's going to have a play into the box here. Dakin's going to get a foot on that, clear that one out for the moment. Chav has it at midfield, plays that one through for Garrett. It's not going to... He won't get there in time, but he'll pressure just a little bit.
Going to move to the left foot. Nice win by, is that Calcaterra? Brinegar trying to get it back in. No. And back scores Lincoln High, Millard North, 0-0 at the half. That was 35 minutes ago. Ball through, and he is going to be onside. Shot and
left by about a foot. Hibbard got lucky, kind of got caught in a situation he didn't like.
He didn't like that coming out there. Papio LaVista about double the score up. And, yeah, the ball just sailed right. And then, of course, on the far side, striker was come trailing down big time. And he was about 3 or 4 yards behind the player. He would have had an easy tap in to extend the lead. So right now, Bearcats had an opportunity to literally, the first 15, 20 seconds of the game, and hasn't been able to build much up yet. They are going into this strong wind. And Papio LaVista struck early 11th minute goal by number 20, Michael Whitney, freshman defender. And that was just a ball that he just threw into the box really high. I mean, really high. And that's kind of that their ball again. That's almost another mistake there. And that's an uncommon mistake. Nathan, that was another one mistake there. Kind of let the ball get in front of him, bounce, and flicked up, and it almost went up into the goal again. It kind of went over top. Nathan hasn't had those mistakes yet this year.
No, and it's this little situation where things just aren't
right.
There's not a normal condition day.
No.
I don't think we faced a game like this in a while.
No. There's a lot of wind. Set piece play. And as a nice set piece by the Monarchs, tapping out, and then I think as a midfielder couldn't get quite the ball on it, or his foot on the ball there. Second corner kick for the Monarchs. Bearcats have had 2. Ball over top. Haber looks pick that one up. It is kind of ball's going to skip off this turf with the wind, especially going towards Nathan. And look at that ball just die. He can hit that ball a long ways. And he's barely hitting that ball 30 yards.
Yeah, but you'll be able to see the difference in the second half. Each goalkeeper will likely battle the opposite conditions for them.
And got a little too underneath that one. Got the old sand wedge too high for there. And Ryland trying to clear. Shot off. I think was that deflected?
Believe so.
Nope, they're calling goal kick.
The shot came from Colt Straka on that far side.
Yeah, Colt didn't drive through. Kind of got underneath of it, slipped it way up. Bearcats, you gotta get your nose over top of that ball, get your foot, and you get your leg over top of that ball to drive it low into this wind right now, because you're not going to get anything. And Colt just kind of got under it there too and lifted it straight up. Zach Kanowski kind of got shoved off.
Fans very vocal about their feelings of that.
Yeah, well, most fans are.
It was just as loud as as any other game, but they're
just trying to get something more. It was just a foul, and the center ref called it accordingly. It just looked a little bit worse than what it was.
Slid just a bit.
Yeah, it's hard to get underneath the ball there. I think he called handball. He did. PK. Ball came up, flicked into the hands of Papio LaVista. Bearcats have a PK. And Papio is appealing. Papio is running over to the AR to try to make the appeal. It's going to be hard to make the appeal because the AR, the back was to the AR. So Papio is making the appeal, not going to get it. A PK has been awarded to the Bearcats. Rylan Garrett steps up here on the 18th minute. And good camera work there by Dawson, kind of zoomed in. See what Rylan can do with this one. And side netting, goal, Bearcats.
Kearney easy with that
Garrett.
one.
Goalie kind of leaned a little bit to the right. Goalie leaned a little bit to the right, and it wouldn't matter because Ryland hit it almost in the side netting, back post, left side, right side in your view there. That's almost unstoppable. And
Boken
Papio's still talking about it. Their Papio's, what they're saying is the ball hit his chest, it made his hand, but they're saying his hand was close to his body. The center thought the hand was away from the body, which is an unnatural position. Because people would call it's a handball. Really, it's not a handball. The rules call an intentional handling of the ball. So if your hands are in an unnatural position, like usually it's away from the body, and you kind of snap the ball down, then that's where you get the call. But if you're just kind of defending yourself with your hands are next to your body, the ref will usually play it on.
Yeah,
And the center will just play this on. But they're saying the hands were away from the body and kind of deflected down. That's what he called.
just a situation where you don't try to find yourself in that, but
Yeah. And truly, many times like that, it's just unlucky. The ball flicked up, came out of the body, and just kind of came off it wrong, and his hands were on the outside and hit on the outside when the hands were released from away from the body. Many times it really is. You got unlucky. He didn't intend to do it. If he intended to do it, it'd been a yellow card.
be deflected out of bounds off of Braden Treffer for a corner kick for the Monarchs. 2 Bearcats came in after that goal, McCaden Smith and Jackson Bokenkamp.
McCaden Smith, a junior on the year, playing defensive mid, and Jackson Bokenkamp coming in on the right wing.
I didn't catch who they came in for.
McCaden Smith came in for number 8, Ashton Calcaterra, and Jackson came in for Colt Straka. Nice shot in. Cleared out there by Brinegar.
Still trying
still
to
in the
get
box.
it completely out.
Nolan Brinegar just clears it out, number 6. Yeah, Jackson came out. Jackson comes in for the right wing, Colt Straka. And, again, McCaden Smith is in defensive mid for Ashton Calcaterra. So 19th minute, PK by Rylan Garrett, his 15th on the season, levels this game at 1. Glad you guys are tuning in. We got a foul. Glad you guys are tuning in here. The Bearcat Sports Network brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. Dangerous free ball here for the Monarchs. Standing over top would be number 2, Keegan Hylock, senior midfielder. Right next to him, number 11, Aiden Dixon, another midfielder. I don't know who's going to take it. Oh, no, sorry, number 2. Monarchs have a set piece there. Get instruction from the head coach. Andre Watts. And off the head.
Face of Rylan Garrett.
That's going to sting.
Especially in the cold.
Cold like that. That's going to sting. Rylan's like, don't do that again. Brings up the third corner kick for the Monarchs.
Keegan Hylock kicks that one into the box.
Nice ball through. Kind of a scrum. That ball was literally about 6 people. Looked like bunch ball, 6-year-old soccer. It kind of hit it between 2 people's heads. Got a bunch ball and fell between about 6 people. Just kind of like a rugby scrum there. Ball fell in the bottom there. And kicked out for a goal kick for the Bearcats.
Those can sometimes be the most dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Because, I'm sure Nathan was tracking the ball, but there's so many legs there. It could have gone off a Bearcat trying to clear it. It could off anything there. And you can guarantee you Coach Steinberg did not want anywhere near that. Nice ball across there. Brinegar. Chasing the left side, going to drive into the box. He's got Bokenkamp helping him. Gone across. Cleared out. It's going to go.
For a corner.
Yep. Dear Clarence, nice run by 6th senior Nolan Brinegar, who had one of the best goals of the season Columbus game last week. Columbus was Grand Island?
Grand Island was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, okay, the Grand Island game. Corner kick ball in, cleared out by the
Missed
Monarchs.
header by Kearney.
Set up here, Fisher Bonk puts it through the uprights. Actually, I think that was a little left. I think Brinegar was on Grand Island, didn't he? Yes, the Grand Island game. Late in the game, Grand Island had a hard-fought win. Brinegar got Rylan Garrett had a great cross across there. Brinegar touched it with his right, brought it back down to his left foot, and just hammered it home for the winning goal. In the Kearney versus Grand Island game, that's always going to be a good one. Treffer's going to drop this one back. Maybe not quite hit that as hard. He kind of hit that pretty hard back there at Hibbard. And try and get some scores up here. All right. And how the tide changes. We talk about Grand Island in the lead. It is all tied up. Creighton Prep has come storm back. Again, Grand Island took a 2-0 lead at the 42nd minute mark. Just got it to just now. It's all tied up 2-2 with 16 to go. So in a span of 20 minutes, Creighton Prep scores 2 in 20 minutes.
They have now taken the lead.
Creighton Prep has?
Yeah, they have scored their third goal.
Oh, Creighton Prep scored 3 goals in 20 minutes to take the lead 3-2. Oh, like the high pressure.
It was 3 goals in 9 minutes.
3 goals in 9 minutes for the Creighton, and that's why they're ranked number 2 in the state. That team that's a solid, and it's still a young team too.
Yeah.
And yep, it went. Yeah, it clicked off there. Bringer tried to kick it off, and it went deflected off of Nolan. Nice battle for the ball there. By Brininger. Clean play by both teams.
Kanowski with the throw in. No one quite there.
Miss hit there. Again, that's that wet ball miss hit there by 8 Tubbs.
Colt Schrock is going to come back in.
Usually the Bearcats really sub out their wingers, kind of a romantic rotation. Again, Jackson Boatcamp came in earlier for Straka. Now Straka's coming in now for Brininger. And DeBall is going to get back. Rylan Garrett got to it. So close to the end line, not much you can do with that. Clear it out, Bearcat throw in. See, James can have a big throw in here, but going against the wind. Then he's still getting into the box. Flick on. Not much the Bearcats can do. Braden Treffer drop it down. Nice anticipation by number 4 there, Zachary Schaefer. Slide tackle by Treffer.
Broke up the play for just a bit.
And Hibbard's going to come out and
be off of him last, so it'll be a corner kick.
Yep. I think Hibbard just kind of slid in and tried to kick it out. So surprising. Well, he might just thought he needed to kick it out instead of getting it to clear it through.
Jacob Campbell will come back into the game for the Monarchs.
Another corner kick for the Monarchs. Nice ball inside there.
Dakin had that one out.
Garrett. And he's going to throw it up top there. Hibbert will be able to click this one. See that ball skip off there? See, the ball's going to skip a little differently than on a normal dry pitch. This wet side there. And that's exactly, so you got to kind of watch for that. Nice ball moving by the Bearcats. Triangular. Got it out of the danger there. Up to Garrett. Oh, heavy touch. And Zach.
They'll say it's out on the Bearcats, so it'll be a throw-in for the Monarchs.
James will touch it down. Again, Papio's kind of playing a really high pressure. They're going to put a lot of pressure on the ball, which, I mean, honestly, when you're in the wind and that slick conditions, I like that. Because, you make a mistake. Oh, nice touch pass by Jackson Boatcamp. He's driving the box.
BA corner.
Yep. Jackson Boatcamp do 1-2 with the right back and the right wing coming across there. That's Fisher Bonk, cleared out by the Monarchs. Bonk goes down, but his ball was cleared out first, so just a corner kick.
Bogenkamp's going to come on out. Ashton Calcaterra back in. Garrett's going to kick this one.
Going to try to play it short. Not a little too heavy there. Back out to Bonk will throw this in.
Bounce off the foot of a Monarch.
Oh, nice save there. by 26 or 0. The Watkins, it's kind of deflected off, and I think Watkins didn't quite have great footing on the ball. Or
Yeah,
he didn't have great footing, but he was able to kind of get back across his body to hold on to it. And going to cross the ball and hold on to it because Colt Straka was right there to pounce. That was right there. That was all about footing and a slick field because it kind of looked like his feet kind of came out of him, but it was a nice job of balance by being able to reach back and grab it.
Kachab has it. Pass back out to Garrett. Garrett plays that one through on the far side. Into the box. Header by Straka, just too high.
Bearcats are trying to find some. But the last 4 or 5 minutes, Bearcats have been on the front foot right now. And again, scores update. The Creighton Prep Junior Jays have really come back in 3 goals in 9 minutes to lead 3-2. Still not out of it. Last time we saw tweet there we saw was 9 minutes to go. 9 minutes to go in the game, and there were 6 headed back there, so Nathan could pick this one up. Yep. That was 6 minutes ago, so there's probably 4 minutes left because you have some stoppage from the goal. So still 3-2 there. Creighton Grand Island, that's a 1 versus 4. Subs in for Papio, number 15, Cade Stover.
Straka's going to head that one out of bounds once again.
6 seniors for the Monarchs. So kind of a younger team. And that's going to go off. Yep. Kind of deflected off the top of the Monarchs.
Three freshman starters for the Monarchs.
Yeah, so it's pretty much a young team. They have a really mixable. There are some seniors and some freshmen. And not quite sure. Oh, extra ball in. Eli's going to throw it in. The dangerous out pass right in the middle there. I don't think McCaden was expecting that one. And a nice smart talk, Nathan trying to roll it out there. But I don't think McCaden Smith was quite ready for that one. He needs to be a little more prepared for those because he had to kind of come back, and Monarchs, again, playing that high pressure. They're really, really attacking it. Just make sure Bearcats going to make a mistake, which in these conditions, that's actually a really good choice. And see if they can keep it in. Yes, he does. Nice touch in the corner and try to get a corner of it. No, good job by Fisher Bonk there for denying that. Nice bait and play there on the left side there. Monarch kind of stuck in the corner there, but he was hoping to get a corner kick out of it. Fisher Bronco, nice job just denying that and getting a throw in. Bearcats are out. Ball to the left side there, just a little too far for Colt Straka.
Colt's got some speed, just not that much.
Yeah. Bearcats trying to ease out. And a little wind kind of played there. McCaden misjudged that one, but tap back, easy pickup by Nathan. Here's the Bearcats need to kind of get wider. See, on the bottom here, Eli Randolph, there's 5. Eli should have moved over a little bit farther down towards us on the bottom side there. He kind of stayed in the middle there, and he bunched in the middle there, and that didn't allow Nathan a chance to disperse because Nathan was looking around, what can I do? Eli needs to sprint to that sideline, at least get to the blue, and spread that Monarch defense out. The Monarch defense is just go past the middle there.
Got a bit of a break in the rain currently.
Yeah, I don't think it's raining right now, is it?
I can't see any.
It's still wet and cold.
Yeah.
Everybody out there's still wet, but and they've got a 25-mile wind, so
the wind has picked up a little bit.
Yeah. 8:30 remaining. 1-1 game. If you missed the scoring here, recap 11th minute, number 20, Michael Whitney, defender, he just threw one up from about 30 yards out, and the wind kind of caught it. It was about 30 out and about 30 yards high. And it just literally just went right over the back side of Connor Hibbard, goalie. So.
Do we need to start our counter for how many times you say Connor?
Did I say Connor again?
Yeah.
Nathan, he's going to, tomorrow at school, Nathan's like, Nathan, not Connor. And then, was it the 22nd minute?
19th.
At the 19th minute, Rylan Garrett gets his 15th of the season on a penalty kick. 1-1 here, first half. We're at Kearney High School, a 6th district, 2 seed Kearney High, 3 seed Papio, LaVista. Glad you guys are tuning in tonight. Bearcat Sports Network brought to you by Pinnacle Bank.
Good job, plays it out to Garrett. Garrett's going to toss that one into the box. Zach's fighting for that one. He's got it turned around, trying to fight through. Shot by Garrett, too far to the left.
Nice job by Kanowski there, keeping the body. Just shielding the ball, and Papio just couldn't quite get it there, and he kind of just tapped it away to Ryland to take the shot. Still just wide left. Nice win by McCaden. Through ball for Straka. Oh, nice touch by Straka. That's going to be a card. Does he know he's going to call it? I thought he had the hands up.
Won't look like a card here.
Nope, he didn't. The card didn't, because I thought the official was going to up with like his arms going to cross, like the old black shirt signal. And that's what you see. The arms are going to go up. That means he's looking for a stoppage of time, and that would indicate a yellow card was coming out. The only thought is that as a tactical foul, but the referee did not believe it was. Just a foul. Free kick, Bearcats. Nice shot coming across. Ooh.
Great save there by Watkins.
That was a great shot in need of a better save. Wow.
Top left corner.
That ball was curling in to that top left corner. And coming in for number 6 is Nolan Brenninger. Wow, what a save.
He's going to come take out Straka, give him a break.
Buy that man some Chick-fil-A later tonight, because that was an incredible save by Ethan Watkins. He saw that again, and again, that ball was curling into that top left corner. It was a great kick by Rylan Garrett. Corner kick coming across here. Oh! 2 Bearcats missed it. Treffer and
I believe Calcaterra.
Calcaterra. Both of them went forward and both missed it. Goalie missed it. That would have opened. If you the Bearcat touched it, it would have been in the net. Those are the ones in this game like this you got to put away. Can't fault Rylan Garrett in the free kick. That was just that was a top 10 save. Wow. Ball out for a goal kick.
Just over 5 minutes left.
5 remaining here, first half. Tied 1-1. We do have one final here. Millard North has defeated Lincoln High 3-1. Game just finished.
Brenninger off his foot.
I get it out of his deflection. Corner kick, Bearcats.
Yeah, off the foot of a Monarch. 4:32 left to play. And here in the first half, tied 1 apiece. Kearney in the blue, Monarchs in that white. Monarchs have the win this first half. Kearney has most of their players at that top part of the box.
Nice ball into the top there. And that's, I think,
another great save.
I do agree. The goalie is in the net.
Does appear to be injured.
Yeah, he jumped up, hit it, and I think he came down wrong. Maybe, he could have come down on somebody's ankle. The clock has stopped at 3:57. Monarchs will have to get somebody up and ready to go. Coaches come on the field. That means he has to leave the game, and he looks like he's in a lot of pain. I'm not quite sure what happened. It was a great free kick. He came out. He didn't quite get.
He got a hand on it to stop what would have been a goal there at the top.
But we didn't see if he came down.
I'm guessing he came down and kind of twisted his ankle would be my guess.
Yeah, so that's my guess is he could have jumped up. He could have came down on top of somebody's foot and just went twisted ankle. But getting warmed up on the sideline is 00 Henry Austin. And by rule, usually he'll have to come out. But now Austin's putting his coat back on.
I don't think goalies have to come out. I think there's an exception for them.
Okay, I'll have to check the rule, I guess. I guess the goalie does not have to come out.
I have seen that
But here's the thing
instance before where the goalies haven't had to come out.
Right, check the rules in that one there. I'm going to trust the center. He's an experienced center ref. But, look at number 26. He is definitely in pain. It looks like he's trying to walk it off. So, my guess is he came down on top of somebody's foot there when he came up there, punched that ball out. I mean, he didn't get a clear punch on it because ball came out. Look at Bearcats had a chance there to put that one away too. Alex Kachab chipped in.
Kind of see the Watkins is wobbling over everywhere.
Bearcats try to put a lot of pressure on him. They can try to get him to move side to side laterally.
Still a big kick from him.
And
good chance for Cade Stover to get a touch on that one.
Right. That was, Nathan was trying that heavy touch here by Calcaterra. Stover's going to have a free shot.
Diving save.
Save by Hibbard. Great save.
Be a goal kick.
Heavy touch by Calcaterra. Set that one up.
Play into the box. Hibbard dumps up for that. Gets a touch on it. Deflection from the Bearcats.
Bearcats cleared it out. Dangerous ball again. Good set pieces for the Monarchs. The corner kicks have been on spot so far this year. Very dangerous. They have not been able to score one, but they've been close several times. 2:20 remaining. Bearcats will love to get out of this half right now, 1-1. It's that Bearcats will take this 1-1 victory. Absolutely. With this win, they'll take the win that second half.
Omaha Marion has a 5-0 win for the girls' team.
Yes. And back here. Oh, ref's going to back him up a little bit. 2 to go.
Creighton Prep will escape with the victory with a 3-2 win over Grand Island.
Just went final. Islanders end their season
4-11.
Yeah. And again, you're looking at the scores here. Islanders 4-11, and came into the district play 3-11. No, sorry, even before 4-10.
Yep.
Came in district play 4-10, and they were a 4 seed. And these Monarchs came in 3-10, and they're a 3 seed. So that should tell you the strength of schedule that Papio has. People overlook the record. Well, Grand Island was 4-10, and a 4 seed, and Papio's 3-10, and they're a 3 seed. So look who the Monarchs have played. Yes, they've lost. You got to win those games. But this is a solid team, and they're showing it today. They're playing right with Bearcats. They've had actually
Kearney got a chance here off of a missed touch by the Monarchs.
Nolenberger trying to set him up. Great defensive play. Oh!
Bringinger able to stay with it.
And it's going to be a
throw-in.
For a throw-in. James Dakin will sprint down there. Dakin will take his time. 33 seconds left. Our clock is pretty much right on time with the score. James will throw this in. Only kind of let Kearney score. Big throw by Dakin. Cleared out by the Monarchs. Rollins going to try to touch it.
Under 10 seconds now.
And nice job of Marcius clearing the game. And that will end the half. We played 40. Bearcats 1. Monarchs 1. We got a good one here, but it's district play. It's win or go home. What else do you expect? We're going to take a break here, and we'll keep the camera rolling here. 1-1, Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank.
There's no place quite like our middle of everywhere. We're the bank that'll help you celebrate everything it brings. Because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Well, all my dreams are sweet.
Life is about waking up to a brand new dream. We're the local bank that's with you, wherever it leads. Because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank.
Welcome back into the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. We're just about here ready to go for half number 2 for the A6 District semifinal. Winner advances to the A6 final here in a couple days. Both tied here at 1. Monarchs will start with the ball. They will be moving right to left on your screen. Wind again moving left to right. Monarchs in the white. Kearney in the blue. Kearney moving left to right. They will have the wind this half. They were against it last time. The ball boy on our near side gets a little fancy. Score update from the girls, Kearney High girls team. They came in as, can't remember if it was a 3rd or 4th seed, but they lost 1-4 today to West Side. Watkins still in net for the Monarchs. As it is still cold, but the rain has died away.
And it's they definitely has cleared away, hasn't it? You know, at the start of the game, we could barely see our screen there.
And now you can see almost a clear picture without any rain.
Right. Dawson's doing a great job at camera operator. It's hard to run a camera in soccer. You know, he's trying to track that ball, and he's got the small screen to look through. And he's got an external monitor. We got a small external monitor he's looking at. Mishitch there.
That ball's going to be shanked and out of bounds.
But, you know, he's trying to keep that ball on that front, like, 3rd area there for our viewers. And but Dawson's doing a nice job, sophomore here at Kearney High School. Both of you sophomores.
Yeah, you got it. You're stuck with us for a while.
I like that. I'm okay with that.
Ball high into the box. Straka's tried to get touched. It'll be offsides anyway.
Yeah, Straka's a little offsides. Couldn't get the ball. Couldn't get himself back in. And you know, it's a ball like that just that high ball. That's how Papio scored. You know, just the ball went. It was 30 yards out, about 30 yards high, and you know it's a miss. You know, it's a high fly ball that Nathan just misjudged. But how many would see that in baseball too? And that's what Colt did. Colt was trying to get underneath of it, and that wind kind of pushed it back.
That ball be sailed over Nolan Bringer's head, but off of a Monarch first.
And, you know, there's still the wind. The wind's moving left to right. I think it's down. It's not quite as strong as it was the first half, but trust the Bearcats will still take it. That's a deflection.
Still easily scooped up by Ethan Watkins, who appears to have recovered from his injury in the first half.
And my guess is, Ethan, that was just a turn ankle. He jumped up, punched the ball with about 10 minutes remaining, 12 minutes remaining. And my guess is I bet he came down on the side of someone's foot. And because he didn't want to come out, and he walked that one off. And now he's kind of, because he's got a, no, I don't see anything in right now.
Be a goal kick here for Papillion LaVista. Colt Straka gets a foot there. It'll be taken away from him. And another missed pass here to start off. The Monarchs learning how they're going to battle this wind. Dakin will have the throw in. Strong throw in here. Kearney won't get a foot or head on that one. Once again, Dakin's going to throw this one again. A header out of bounds off the Monarchs will be a corner kick for Kearney. Ryland Garrett's going to get it off of the short pass from Kanowski. Treffer lofts that one high into the air. A header back off the post, and it's a goal!
It's a goal. Is that Ryland Garrett again?
Ryland Garrett off of the post and then off the back of Ethan Watkins. So that's a goal that's going to put Kearney in the lead, 36-41.
Nice goal. Again, Bearcats on the front foot there, using that win there, put the pressure on the Monarchs there. Goal by Ryland Garrett, his second of the game, gives him a brace. And that's his at number 15? 16?
17.
17.
He came into the game with 15.
Came in at 15. So Ryland Garrett with the goal. Now, okay, we're clarifying. I looked it up, and it's an older rule. I can't find it here. Now, according to NFHS, we had some clarification, kind of an earlier talk here when the goalie got hurt, Ethan Watkins. Previously, in most rules, they've had it the goalie can stay in. And I thought the rule had changed. And I did look it up, and it said here the rule had changed. And now, if the referee stops the clock, the goalie must come out. Now, that was posted a few years ago, and we know how rules change and go back. So I'm trying to get some clarification again if that had changed again, because I think that was from 2019 or 2018, that post that I saw there. So that's 3 years ago. So, but most of the time the goalie usually stays in. It was no problem with it whatsoever. But, you don't never want to change your goalie out. And I think the Papio coaches right away said, no, goalies don't have to. And in most rule changes, he hadn't. But according to the post that I saw there, according to 2018, the goalie, Watkins, should have been forced to come out. Again, not a big deal. You want the kids to play. And it didn't, I think he came down on accidental. He didn't complain. No one said anything. So, but Ryland Garrett with a second goal.
In an interesting way off the back of Watkins. However he needs to get it done. We've seen some creative ways from him before. On a quick free kick as well in the last game. Be a throw-in for Kearney on that far side. Kearney's going to work their way down that sideline with the throw-ins here. So far, Randolph has thrown the last two in, as well as this one. A short clearance caught by the wind. Bonk's going to chase it this way. Gets it forward to Straka. Straka kind of gets a foot on it. Nothing much to control. That pass back. Barely saved by Watkins. Almost going out before. Bonk fights for that one back. Be a throw-in for Kearney. Dakin's going to come down and throw this one in. Straka thought about throwing it in. Instead, they'll get called off by Dakin. Kearney's going to load the box once again. Get ready for a set play.
Yeah, Dakin can throw out, the ball's still going to be wet, but Dakin got it there, threw it inside the 18. Ball bounced around. And I think, Bearcats looked like they kind of pushed off there.
Straka had a bit of a push, and it'll get called. As we're under 5 minutes play here in the second half. Kachab gets a foot on that. Garrett has it. Outside to Straka, back to Garrett. Garrett gets that one into Kachab. Back to Garrett. Garrett takes a shot.
Oh, just wide.
Left. Garrett almost had his third of the night.
On that right foot. Ball bouncing up there. Good ball into Ryland Garrett. They're looking for the Hattie. Just slipped onto the right side there. The goalie far side there. Garrett looking for put the Bearcats up 3-1.
Garrett in the 19th minute and in the 44th minute. He has it now in that corner. Tries to work past. Doesn't get it. It'll be a throw-in instead. Dakin once again jogs down from his defensive midfield area. Throws into Garrett. Garrett into the box. No one home for a header.
Couldn't quite get that here. And Bearcats right there been on the front foot this entire 7 minutes of this first half, or 7.5 minutes this first half.
Touch out of bounds by Calcaterra, so it'll be a Monarch throw-in. Michael Whitney throws that one in. Doesn't get in, so he'll come back. Kearney won't take it all the way up, though. Straka has it. Off a pass from Garrett. Be touched out of bounds. Bonks coming up. He again will be waved off by Dakin.
You know, that's a big weapon the Bearcats have as the throw-ins by James. He's been doing this for the last couple of years.
Where you don't necessarily have to be in a corner situation, but still get those
Nice
same
swing ball in
opportunities.
top there. Yep.
Alex found his hand on that turn, just floating, and it'll get called.
A good way to put it there. His hand kind of came up top there and just caught him by hand there. So, handball called.
Zach Kanowski with it on that far side. Trying to find something to do. Randolph, high kick. Finds a Monarch. Trying to keep it in. We'll go out of bounds. Kearney's going to have the throw in. Again, Randolph throws that one forward. Brinegar chasing.
Too far for Brinegar.
Just unable to get a foot around that one.
Nolan trying to run that one down. Just couldn't quite get to it.
Straka has it. Garrett. Pass to Bonk. Bonk inside of the box. No one there.
And Brinegar's going to try to get to it. Nice shield off. He's been on the Bearcats here this entire second half. And that's what I like to see. If we do this for another 30 minutes and 14 seconds, life would be good for the Bearcats.
You kind of see every 10-minute marker for the most part when the entire Kearney team vacates the bench for a quick jog.
Keep the legs up warm. Touch it by Rylan Garrett.
Kearney defense is going to retreat just a bit. Hibbard going to kick that one up. He was deep in his territory. He's got a shot there. It'll bounce too high. Not often that a goalkeeper gets a shot like that.
Right. Nathan got a leg there. He'll hit that.
Nathan does have a goal on the season.
He does have a goal in the season.
In a situation like that.
And the thing is, that one, on a normal play, and again, the goalkeeper did a nice job just letting it go. But on a normal play, that ball would bounce 10 feet over the goal. But on this wet field, it's skipping a little bit better. It'll skip. And so that ball wasn't as high above the goal as I don't think Watkins was expecting.
You might slightly be able to notice it with some of the raindrops on the window, but it is starting to rain just a little bit once again. Bonk passes back to Dakin. Kearney's going to regroup. Pass to the opposite side of the field to Zach Kanowski. Over to Eli Randolph.
Bearcats still staying in that 4-2-3-1. Center backs, two defensive mids. That's Calcaterra and is it Zach Kanowski still?
I believe so.
Yeah, number 8, Calcaterra, and 8, Kanowski. Calc kind of lays back into a more defensive mid where Zach kind of moves forward a little more. They both call them defensive mids. I would say, Calc is I think they kind of call it a defensive mid, and Zach's more like what they call like a holding mid, is in the Bearcats will use. And then Alex Kachab is the offensive mid. And up to Ryland, who is the target forward. Again, Ryland's got 2 goals on the day. Almost had a third, just missed it earlier.
We'll likely still see Ryland have some of those opportunities.
Yes.
As Kearney has had.
Oh, that could have been a high kick. Yeah, it was called. Alex just go for it, just kind of too high there, brought it down. Potentially dangerous call. That's the right call. Braden Treffer. Braden's done a nice job this year actually heading ball out. He's kind of a first-year starter. Misplayed by number 14.
He is a junior, so he will still – he's kind of stepping into that role a year before his senior year, so he still has time to even improve more next year.
Right. Primary defenders, the Bearcats, the 5 primary defenders, say, on the 4 on the back line, and then the goalie are underclassmen. So we got 4 of the 5 coming back. Only loss. It's a big loss, James Dakin. James is a big loss. He's a 2-year starter. number 4. Last year he played kind of an offensive mid position, defensive mid, more. And this year they've slotted him back to center back. I think it's more of his natural position. He's done a great job back there just anchoring that Bearcat defense. And Ryland trying to escape. Gets it out. Going to go out. Bearcats going to try to build.
And Kearney's still not content with the 1-goal lead they have. They
Oh,
want
no.
to keep adding more, so they're going to keep trying to keep the ball in with pressure up
Right.
onto the Monarchs.
Let's get back there. Going to take a shot off here.
A low
And
shot.
that's been a shot. It's going
That's
to
a goal.
That's a goal by
Zach
number 11, Zach
Kanowski.
Kanowski.
Right under the legs.
That right there is what happens on a wet game.
Slips right through the
Right
gloves.
through gloves,
Hands
hands.
are wet. Ball's wet.
That is a 99% save on Ethan Watkins on a wet goal. His gloves are wet. That ball is wet no matter what you do because he saw it, he tracked it, he had it, and it just went right through the hands and up through the legs and just barely trickled behind the lines. Bearcats will take it. 3-1. Huge goal. But as Coach will say, Coach Steinberg will say right here, a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in soccer. 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead because you think you have that your head, and then all of a sudden the team. Because if Papio gets a goal, then the big Mo jumps on their side and they're only 1 down.
Heck, we can take a look at Grand Island Creighton Prep. Grand Island had a
Exactly.
2-0 lead.
2-0 lead. Coach Steinbrück, and I know my sons both played soccer, and their coaches said it. Coach Steinbrück said it, guys, and I guarantee you Coach Mishu and Coach Steinbrück was yelling at the team. They know what it is. They said it to you. A 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in soccer because you don't want that other team to get any kind of momentum. If they get 1, then they'll be flying. Bearcats right here. Another goal. Again, a 3rd goal here is huge. You go up 3, that's tough to come back. Oh, nice. Good ball, Alex. Good job. And again, Bearcats win this one. What we're going to look for is one match. Oh, a nice shot there.
Nolan
Ryland
Bringer's chasing
Bringer.
that down. He'll get there in time. Be a corner.
Nice kickoff by Bringer. Bringer's had a great season. This is a man, he's been JV most of his 3 years. He played some varsity last year, but not a lot of sparing. He got some playing time last year, not a lot. But he's taken his one opportunity this year to start this 1 year, and he's really stepped his game up. He's been a great, great help. Again, game winner against Grand Island. Anytime you can say, anytime you can say, as a Kearney Bearcat, I hit the game winner against Grand Island, you had a good day.
You did.
Doesn't matter.
Rival school. You can just say you scored
I
against
scored
Grand
against
Island.
Grand Island. And then nothing against the Islanders. It's a great rivalry. It was a great game, guys. 2 weeks ago here, Grand Island Kearney. Wow, that was a fun game, wasn't it?
Well, I wouldn't know.
Or you were here. That's right.
I wasn't here.
Dawson.
I was scheduled for work.
That's like Dawson and I. We did that game, did the 2 of us? It was wonderful.
I was checking in between intermissions of the hockey
Yeah,
game.
you were at a hockey. How could you miss Grand Island Kearney and you went to a hockey game? No, I love the hockey team.
I mean, I did get paid to go there, so
it's Grand Island Kearney. I don't care where you get paid. Grand Island Kearney. You know
I
that
still
one, too.
can't believe I missed the
Hey.
what game was being played.
Hats off to the Tri-City Storm. Tri-City Storm.
Employing
Clark-
me
Clark-
more this year.
Clark Cup champions or Anderson Cup.
Anderson Cup champions. Let's not get too far ahead of
Anderson
ourselves.
Cup champions.
Hopeful.
And they just defeated Omaha Lancers.
Yep.
2-0 to advance in the playoffs. So here's to the Tri-City Storm.
They had a 7-4 win Saturday night. They had a 4-5 game start for on Sunday, so we kind of knew kind of early.
Nice overlap by Fisher. Bonk, great run in. Tap back to, and he left it open.
A shot
Oh,
again,
shot.
and another
Another
great
shot.
save.
Oh.
And Garrett's going to send that.
And I think actually Colt was offsides in the backside there. Boy, talk about, what an overlap play. Fisher Bonk on the right side calling for it. Drop in here. Ryland Garrett took 2 great shots. Again, hats off again. Ethan Watkins. That's probably his second and third really great save this evening.
And another cool bit by Kachab. Kachab passed up that shot to fake it.
Right to Garrett. I know they're down 3-1, and he gave up a bad goal. Let's just call it what it is. It is a bad goal, and he'll be the first to admit it. He was down. But he's had 3 tremendous saves tonight that easily could have gone in. As good a goal there. And Rylan Garrett had a free kick earlier. That was a top 10 save of the year that Watkins that first half. And for the Bearcats, number 3, Jackson Bokenkamp coming out Colt Straka.
So you guys, of course, can't exactly tell with the window you're looking at, but you can barely see the water droplets from where we are standing, and you guys are just
it is
stuck with them.
It's starting to drizzle again. At halftime, our windows were clear, but right now they're not. They're kind of.
Bonk has it on this near side, passed through to the middle, a foot on it by the Monarchs.
Yep. And got some people texting and watching us here. Want to thank them for watching, and we always have some loyal listeners. It's a tough game to be out tonight. Alex jumped nice ball move by Alex. Ryland trying to find some kind of space. Ball's in. Chop taking the right foot. Good defensive play. Is that number 20? Number 20, Michael Whitney. Chopped. Well, I thought it actually deflected off for a corner kick. No. Great job by Michael Whitney defending. See, that's what we do from that left back position, that back line. Sometimes you don't have to, go for the ball, and the coach will always say, don't stab, don't stab. All Whitney did was stand between the ball and the goal. And Alex was like, I just can't shoot because there's a guy in white standing between me. And that's exactly what a good defense is. Just keep the hands down or back behind and just made himself a wall. He didn't stab. Alex was trying to bait him to do something, and he didn't. So that was good defense there.
The ball played into the box. No one there. Kearney kind of just not up and ready to go.
Subbing going to come in here. I think the first time we're going to see number 23, Jake Medina, sophomore midfielder. Again, young team for the Monarchs. And coming in Medina.
You mentioned only 6 seniors out of there.
Coming out is one of the junior Jacob Campbell. And Campbell, again, earlier Campbell came out and he, like an apparent injury. And right now he's running in to the locker room again. I'm not quite sure where he's heading to the coach. But out for another Bearcat corner kick. We are halfway through this second half, and right now the second half has been all Bearcats.
Yeah, Kearney already had those offensive opportunities going against the wind, and now with the wind, it's been almost entirely Kearney. Ball into the box, unable to get a head on it. The clear doesn't get out. Bokenkamp with a head on that one. It'll be easy picked up for Ethan Watkins. Bokenkamp into that game once again. Kearney picking up the pace.
And reminder here, we're waiting for the other score. And look like a handball there, kind of missed there. This is actually the first ball has been deep into Bearcat territory. Going on right now, West Side is playing. I don't know who they're playing. I have to look at the district side. If Bearcats hold on for this final 20 minutes, they're going to be watching the score of the Omaha West Side game. If West Side wins,
they're playing Benson currently.
Benson, okay. If West Side wins, Bearcats will head to West Side. I believe that game is going to be on Wednesday, maybe Thursday. And Bearcats will head there for the district championship and the A6 district championship. If Benson pulls off a huge upset, which can happen, because we saw that. We saw 4-1 today. We saw Grand Island put a huge scare into Creighton Prep. Then the championship will be here in Bearcats. But Bearcats still have 18 minutes of work still left to do. And Nolan Brenner, nice run there on the side there. Just can't quite keep it in.
So I went to go check their stream to see what the score was, and their scoreboard is off.
Who's that? On what score?
West Side.
On West Side score? Are they streaming this one?
I saw a link that went to their, I believe maybe Huddle Camera or something like that.
And try to get back there. And I want to thank long time. Oh, that's a dead ball. It should be Bearcats on a drop ball. Anytime now, a new rule, ball hits the referee, it's a dead ball right there. Longtime Kearney Soccer Club administrator Lisa Hibbert just sent us text. Thanks us for the stream. And no problem, Lisa. Glad you guys tuning in here. Anybody else tuning in, glad you guys here. We tweet out Papio LaVista Media as one of the best media programs in the state. Some of the streams and product videos put out there, Papio LaVista Media, and they're a class act, and they do a great job. Kind of what we try to do here at Bearcat, our KHS Media Productions here. And they always proudly support. And actually, Papio LaVista Media proudly supports both Papio LaVista and Papio South.
Westside and Benson currently tied up at 0 at 17:50 left in the first half.
Ball across. Oh, that's a that's got a mistake there. Nathan kind of tapped it back in to keep it in, did not give up a corner kick. But the problem is he kind of slid, and the Bearcats were holding it, and no Monarch was there to kind of clean it up.
I mentioned getting to see the power of Hibbard, and you got to see it there. 2 substitutions in for the Bearcats. Number 12, McCaden Smith, and number 10, Camden Bryant. Bryant, a senior. Nolan Brinegar and Ashton Calcaterra, I believe.
He's going to give Coach Steinberger's going to give the his starters kind of a few minutes rest of Brinegar and Calcaterra. Probably about 5 or 6 minutes rest that he'll give them, and then he'll bring him back in for the final 10 to close out this game. And Papio trying to have to build something up here. So far this second half has been just right there like that, all Bearcats. Jackson Beaucamp with a drive through 2. He's not going to be denied. Jackson's been with the varsity team last few years. Know him well. Jackson is a state medalist in tennis. He was a state medalist in number 2 doubles as a junior, and then this year we'll take a shove in the back there. Oh, they're going to let play on advantage. Good rule by the referee. Definitely shove in the back was a foul, but the ball fell to the Bearcats' foot, so the referee put his hands out and probably yelled play on advantage. Jackson stepped up to 1 doubles and had a very successful year. They got, I think they got upset in the heartbreak round, so they did not medal, but Jackson's a state medalist tennis player.
Also involved in the student council here. I know him through that.
FBLA, and he's going to be a Duck.
Oregon.
Yes. I just found out, I think last week, Jackson's heading to the University of Oregon. He's a Duck. So, go Jackson.
Bit of a trip.
I wonder if his sister, he's got a sister as a freshman. I wonder if she'll miss him. Probably not. James cleaning it up.
Big high kick for Dakin.
Right down by Alex. Outside of Camden Bryant. Miss hit by Camden. Coming in for the Monarchs, number 3.
Jacob Campbell.
Coming out, number 9, Tomasio Alizano.
Stop the clock.
I don't know what the stoppage is for. They're looking at something. Okay, clock is stopped. The center went over to talk to the AR for some reason. He's running back to the midfield, so everything must be cleared up. Oh, okay. It's not a bad thing. The referee help us get it right if there's confusion or misplay or who has a ball or something. But I like when the officials talk it over. Take their time. Let's do it. Let's get it all right. All right, Bearcat, I believe it's going to be on McCaden Smith, a foul. Kind of held it from behind. Kind of looked like he swung his arm back. Free kick here. 13:35 remaining.
Keegan Hylock will.
Everybody's pushing forward, the men in white. Look at that ball hang up in the air. Deep free kicks like that are going to be just tough. But like that, they get a foot on the ball looking for deflection. Oh.
Just wide.
Just wide. They're calling
a corner.
Corner kick. Yeah, I thought it was a deflection off of Bearcat, just went wide. Bearcats just couldn't find a foot on the ball to clear it out. The free kick was just tough because it was straight up in the air into that wind. But it fell back down and just too many bodies around it. Again, Papio's got to send people forward. Nice driving free kick cleared out by Braden Treffer. Ryland's all alone. Papio had to push forward.
Papio needs those goals.
Actually, if Ryland would have put his head up in that one there, he was at, okay, he's at the 40-yard line. But if Ryland would have put his head up and squared himself up, I'd put a shot on goal. Because the goalie was literally almost at the 15-yard line there. So he's almost 25 yards out of the box because he had to way forward. Papio's got to press forward. So if Ryland could have squared himself up, just take a shot over top because there's no way that goalie could have got there. There's no way Watkins could have got back there if Ryland could have put it on frame.
And Bokenkamp's going to come take a seat as Nolan Bringinger comes back in.
Yep. And so
Kachov gets a foot into the middle. Kearney won't get anything out of it.
And last few minutes, Papio's been able to build something on this side. It's not, I guarantee it's not what the Bearcats want to do. They don't want to play defense for 12 minutes. They will, but they'd prefer not to. Driving ball cleared out by Smith to Garrett. No miscommunication there with him. Camden Bryant. Camden thought he was going forward.
Clear out there by Smith. Ball back will be a throw-in for Kearney, and Ashton Calcaterra is going to come back in. You give Bryant a bit of a rest. 11:10 left to go. Again, our clock is accurate at this moment.
Yep. 11 minutes ago, Bearcats nursing a 3-1 game. And again, Garrett's trying to trace. Good job, Watkins, by coming out. He was number 20. Michael Whitney motioning to come out, freshman. That's a heads-up play by freshman. And on the break, nice ball in, clicked off. I believe that's going to be clicked off for, goal kick. Passed up the shot. Bringing down to number 4. I think it's Zachary Schaefer brought it down to. And Schaefer just clipped it wide right. Again, Monarchs right now on the attack. They're pushing forward, but they've got to. Bearcats are trying to find some way to, in the first 20 minutes were all Bearcats. That ball hardly crossed midfield.
And that'll be a corner kick for Kearney.
Kick.
Again, the slick ball. You saw it there again.
Slick ball, or just lift his head up. Took his eye off the ball, was looking upfield where to kick it to.
Kearney's going to move quick.
Short kick. Short corner. In. Ooh.
Calcaterra got a foot on that.
Calcaterra got a foot onto it. So close range right there, but Watkins was literally standing right there where the ball came down to. So, Kanowski in possession. Bearcats like to hold a little bit of possession here. Through ball to Kanowski. He's onside. Driving in the box. He's got Brenninger cutting across.
No one there for Kearney.
I think Zach got a little too deep on the end line. Nice job by the Monarchs by cutting him off. Monarchs on the counter. Fisher Bonk, nice body off. And that's gonna be on the That's gonna be on Papio. Bonk got on the front side and went down. The hand kind of just pushed forward there. I think they're gonna call that on Campbell. Bonk got in front of Campbell. Oh, clock stops. Yellow card's gonna come out. He knew it right away. Yellow card coming out for number 6, Caleb Walker.
Monarch substitution, number 18, Grady Thober.
Coming in, number 18, Grady Thober.
Yeah, so Caleb Walker gets awarded with the yellow. He's saying some stuff backwards. His coach will.
And he need to be careful. He can get a yellow card on that side. He's turning to the crowd, and the crowd shouldn't do it. And he's kind of waving, saying something to the crowd. And after that call, he must have said something because he was nowhere near the play. And he said something. As soon as he did, the referee blew the whistle, and he knew right away 'cause he was heading to the box. He was heading to the sideline right away. And
he is headed over to the bench
right.
away from the flag. So they were going to plan on putting him in.
Yeah, the coach immediately put him right back on the flag to sub him in. And, and the coach, he was turning, waving to the crowd. And I don't like the crowd targeting a player. No one likes that. But he's got to keep himself under composure because, he was waving to the crowd and kind of calming to the crowd. And that could have been another second yellow. I'm glad he didn't get one. I'm glad the referee just let the emotions calm down. Just, let him go.
Straka's coming back in. He'll sub out Zach Kanowski. Zach will get a break. Zach has a goal at the 74th minute to put Kearney up 3-1.
Okay. So, substitute coming back in, number 14 coming in, Darian Berrigan. He's been in the game quite a bit today. Coming out, number 3, Jacob Campbell. 7:45 remaining. Bearcats trying to ice this game away.
Garrett, who has 2 goals so far today. Kearney trying to keep the ball in the offensive, stay away from having to play defense the rest of the game.
Yeah, play small ball, a little possession. You don't need big kicks here. Possession is good, just like that, swinging outside.
Randolph takes
with
a shot, low shot, good save,
And
Kachab, just too high.
That's what you do. Drive it low on the ground, that wet ball. I got a text from my son earlier telling us that's exactly what you do. When that ground is wet, keep it low. That ball is going to skip. It's going to be wet, and it's going to happen to those goalies that wet gloves. And that's a great shot by Eli by keeping it low. And
shot far to the left.
That's a deflection.
Be
They're
off
gonna call it
deflection.
corner. Yep.
That shot initially.
Yeah, initially Eli hit that shot low, skipped up. The goalie couldn't grab it, and Alex was right there. Just couldn't get over top of the ball to drive it down. He got underneath of it, pushed it over top of the goal. That would have been the game. That probably would have been the end of the game right there.
Brinegar with that initial shot. So Rylan Garrett's going to head over to that far corner. He'll send this one in the box.
Swinging in. And no deflection.
Crossed in front of the net. No one touches it. It'll be a goal kick. 6:20 left.
Got too much of the wind there. 6:20 remaining. Watkins clearing out. You can definitely tell you watch Watkins. Well, you can't see our cameras pan away from him. He's still nursing that ankle. You see him walking there. He's nursing that ankle. It's throbbing on him. And again, earlier this game, about halfway through the first half, he went up, punched the ball out, and we believe he came down on someone's foot or ankle because that's kind of what it looks like. He just turned. No one was yelling for foul or anything, so he came down hard on someone's ankle there, and he's been nursed that entire game. But he stayed in. Been a Warriors, played well tonight, giving up one tough goal.
Garrett has a chance.
Ball spun on him.
That's a third hat trick for Rylan Garrett.
Rylan Garrett at the 75th minute mark nets his hat trick. 4-1 Bearcats. And that's probably going to finish it off. The funny is, watch the replay of that one. That ball come up, and that ball had spin on it. You see it? That ball hit and just checked up. That was a beautiful wedge shot. Bounce, and checked up. I think Rylan was expecting to go forward, and he stopped, and it just bounced right down to his foot, and he just dried it side netting. Not much Watkins could have done on that one.
Yeah, Rylan didn't have a great angle on it.
Nope.
Kind of just had to try and get that left side. Didn't have, certainly not the best opportunity for a goal there, but he made the most out of it and puts them ahead 4-1.
Yeah. And again, Bearcats up 4-1, 5:32 remaining in this game here. Weird things happen. Hey, Creighton Prep scored 3 in 9 minutes, but that was only early in the second half. And I don't think they had the wind.
Yeah.
So look, and Bearcats are Garrett on a lot of high pressure there. In for the first time tonight, the first thing I've heard his name is number 22, Bryant Contreras. Bearcats now leading 4-1. I think it was a handball. Oh, and that's it. Second yellow coming out for number 6, and that will be a red. I don't know. He said something or either he said something or they considered it a delay. Like after the whistle blown, he still took off and went. And I'm not quite sure what it was, but either way, it's a second yellow card for number 6, Caleb Walker, senior defender, and that will pretty much end his high school career. That's a shame to end on something like that. I think actually the call was a delay of game. After the whistle blown, he had the ball in his foot and he continued to take off and went going. And on a yellow card, you just can't do that. You just can't do that on a yellow card. But
It took me a long time to do math, realizing I did it wrong first. Trying to write down on my 76th minute, and I'm like, wait a second, that goal wasn't 2 minutes ago. Yeah, it was nearly 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Couldn't do math right the first time.
there you go. Well, it wasn't the 76th minute because 76th minute hasn't hit yet because we're still 5 minutes to go. We're at the 75th minute now.
5th.
There goes. I think it's the 74th minute or 73rd.
4th, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going the wrong direction.
Yep, 4th.
3rd time's a charm.
And ball in, kick. Garrett couldn't bring it down there over top. Bearcats will just let go if you want goal kicks.
Had math last semester, so it's we're getting there.
It's okay. And again, Papio LaVista, it's going to be a tough one to finish off this here. With under 5 minutes to go, you're down 3 and you're playing with 10 men. So it'd be a Herculean effect for this game to go into overtime. So Bearcats could probably start thinking about who they'll play next. And again, if Westside wins, Bearcats will be on the road. I don't think the game has been announced yet when it's going to be. But Westside is playing Omaha Benson tonight, you said?
Yes.
And if Westside wins, then a nice ball top of Alex Job to Colt Straka over
Just
top.
too high.
Kind of bounce a little high here. Again, going to go over top of it to drive it down. 4 to go. Substitution in for the Monarchs. Tomasino Alisane, another senior forward.
The Westside Benson game is in its final minute before halftime, still tied 0-0.
0-0. Coming out number 18, Grady Thober, junior midfielder. He'll be back next year. A little miscommunication there between the defensive mid and 2 defensive mids. Bearcats just going to try to ice this game away. And I guarantee you, Coach Steinbrook's a guy, just stay calm, stay calm. No yellow cards out except for the number 6. Again, 2 yellow cards for that, and no one else.
Yeah, Westside's going to head into halftime now.
So it's
Tied with Benson, so it'll be the end of the first half.
So 0-0 Westside. Alex Kachab, oh, shot.
Just left. Good
Just
thought that was in
left.
from here.
I did too. 0-0, so Bearcats be keeping a large eye on that one the next few minutes here. Again, if Benson pulls off the huge upset, the game will be here. If Westside wins, then the Bearcats will head to Westside.
Kearney will be.
So watch on Twitter and follow Kearney Soccer or us at KHS Media Pro and to find out when that game will be. And congratulations to the girls. Another season ended today. A great season. 2 seniors, Kirsten Garner. She's heading to Concordia, and Gracie Perez. 2 very wonderful young ladies ended their Bearcat career today. They played hard and with a lot of composure and a lot of class. We want to thank those 2 seniors for all they gave for Bearcat Athletics and Bearcat High School. Gracie and Kirsten, we want to thank those 2.
Yeah, Kirsten, heavily involved in either basketball or soccer.
Well, I tell you, hey, did you see the Nebraska showcase?
Yes. Kearney gets Elkhorn North.
A couple big games. The lineup was just announced. A couple big games. Millard South, and I think it was Olathe West. I think it was the Olathe team. And then Kearney High, the nightcap, Kearney High is taking on Elkhorn North. two-time defending Class B champions.
I tell you what,
That's a
going
great-
off
that's a
that
great
last game,
lineup
it
in
was
January.
It was a late
It was
night
late.
last time.
That's in January. It's a great basketball action going on. Free kick coming to the Bearcats. They'll just take their time. Monarch's going to let this go down. Hibbard will take this free kick, and he'll hit this ball hard. I'll put it on frame, Nathan.
It'll stay low.
Oh, I
Probably
should've hit
makes
on
the smart
frame.
decision.
No. You're up 3 goals with 1:10 remaining. Put it on frame. Why not?
Again, we are just now under 1 minute.
Eli Randolph with a shot.
Fun
Yeah,
thing
Bear-
is, that wouldn't have been his first time from that area. He hit one last year at Grand Island from about 40 yards out at the top left corner.
Yep. And, Bearcats are just kind of shooting away, and that's just going to kill time. And is it goal kick after goal kick? But Papio has just not been able to build anything against the wind and a man down.
30 seconds.
Bearcats just clearing out. 30 seconds to go. And this is our final stream of the soccer season. We're glad that everybody tuned in this year. Thanks, everybody else. Jeff. All right, now, Jeff. I like to hear it.
Do I remind you of
Yeah,
Jeff?
Jeff. Hey, throwing a little shout to Jeff Ekstrom. Mitchell, great job this year. When you were actually here, did not show up for hockey games. And Rylan Garrett going to just kind of dribble it out, finish the game off. And that's the game. Glad you guys tuning in. Bearcats victorious 4-1 over the Monarchs at Papio. Papio finished the season 3-11 on the year. Not sure what's going on here, the shake line there, but teams are all kind of lining up.
They're going to wait for the goalkeeper.
I'm going to
I
wait for the
believe.
goalie to come in. That's classy. Wait for the goalie to come down. And I like it, number 6 there, Caleb Walker, who got the red card. He leads his team through. I like seeing that one. That shows a sign of maturity from a senior defender on the team. So I like seeing that.
It's a tough way to end his high school
Absolutely. He
soccer
played hard.
career.
He played hard all year long. And see number 26 there. See number 26, but we see that's number Ethan Watkins. Played a great game today. I mean, he made some tremendous saves. He gave us some goals today. Bearcats can look at it and say, how can you give up 4 goals? But he made some great saves. And it's a tough condition for goalies. And his defense, Bearcats had a couple of close shots here and a couple of nice ones. And PK was not his. He can never give a guy up for PK.
Yeah, it's tough to
tough to
stop
save.
those. It's a one-on-one situation. You're
Exactly.
entirely guessing.
And a wet ball goal, he gave up that one on the 3rd goal. That's a crusher. All right, Bearcats. Again, thanks you guys for tuning in here. Dawson, running our camera. Mitchell, play-by-play with us here. Thank you guys for tuning in. And watch on Twitter and take a look out for when the Bearcats are going to play next. But we have a few more streams left to go, a few concerts, and maybe a track meet to go. We're still going to try to figure that one out, if we can do that one for district track. We've been asked. So keep a lookout for that one for next week. But from all of us here at Bearcat Sports Network, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Bearcats victorious 4-1. Mitchell, any final words?
Kearney played a great game. It'll good momentum carry over. You can hope for a Benson win and bring it back here.
Yep. And also other sports, Bearcats, for the Bearcat fans, watch out for baseball scores. Bearcats are currently sitting 7th in points, top 6 host districts, and I guess it's close. And there's games tomorrow that might determine, I've been told.
I think from what I've been looking, because Austin and I, over on KGFW, I've called all the home games there with him. We've been looking at it. I think it's going to mean we're going to be on the road at Lincoln.
We're going to be on the road, okay. So more than likely we're going to be on the road at Lincoln Southeast, who we defeated previously this year.
We've defeated them twice this year.
But we have to go to Lincoln. We were really hoping they would come here to Kearney, but it doesn't seem to be that way. But thanks for everybody tuning in here. Everybody's getting out here of the weather, and we'll sign off here, and we'll probably see you next week at District Track. Everybody else, Papio, thanks for tuning in. Guys, have a great night.